Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with the Facebook Live. Get this fixed while we're on the fly here. So I apologize for that. I think I can fix this here real quick. Right now, I am definitely a little challenged to make all this happen. So we'll see if we can get this going here. And if we can't, then we might just have a different background going forward. And it looks like that might be what we're going to have to do here. So, all right. Well, we'll just move on. Is on the way. I'm going to add myself anyway, and you're just going to see the green screen back behind me. Oh, well. And things will be getting better by Thursday. That's when we'll start to see some relief. That'll be moving in here. So you see what we have on the agenda. So let's get right to it. How about that sunset working right now in South Haven? This comes to us from the city of South Haven. You see the sun just going over the horizon. Looks like the Friends Goodwill is out there. What a great sunset cruise that's going to be, and so many folks out there ending their weekend, if you're a Monday through Friday ending your weekend with that view of the sunset. What a way to cap off the weekend on this Sunday evening. So thanks to the city of South Haven for the view. Hello, David, ready for another Dew Point drop party? Well, that'll be coming up soon. Boy, I'm messing everything up. This is not downtown Kalamazoo, obviously. This is downtown GR. And so I hope this is not a harbinger of things to come for me at 10 o'clock and at 11 o'clock tonight. You know, sometimes I remember playing high school basketball, and sometimes during the warm-up, the shoot-around, you know, it was either indicative of the night that you were going to have because you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, as they would say, or sometimes you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn in the shoot-around, but then when the game started, everything was falling. So I'm hoping that's what's going to happen, because so far I'm not doing very well. This is the scene here in downtown Grand Rapids, looking to the south, right down the Grand River there. You can see all this quiet here as well. Mikey, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it very much. Gwen, hello. Lori in Galesburg. Antho, hey, good to see you. This heat makes me want the white stuff. You know, you and Chris should have a big party over there, of course, because you're in Whitehall. I know that's a little bit of a ways away from Coopersville, but you know what I mean. So Jeff, hello to you. Is it dry weather week? It will be after we get the cooler air in here. By the way, that's a good point that you make. You know, for those areas that are still lacking some rain, if we don't get any coming up, and I know that there has been a little bit more rain here lately, but even so, it's been spotty, right? And so for the folks who don't see some rain, I mean, I think we're going to be doing without for a little while. I think we're into a bit of a dry period that's coming up after the cool, dry air settles in here, and that's going to be on Thursday. Let's see. Oh, K&M, there you go. Now that I know who you are, it's good to see you there. Keith and Melissa, thanks. Good evening to you too. There's our sleeping forecast. I should at least bring this up a little bit, so at least you're not going to see. There you go. What we have going on for our sleeping forecast there. Kathy, lots of sun in Sturgis today. Lots of sun all around. Jeanette, thank you to our U.S.-Korea War veterans. That's for sure, Jeanette. That's for sure. And, you know, on that note, I have an uncle I never knew because he was actually killed in Korea, a brother of my dad's. So thanks for that remembrance on this day today. You're right. Let's see. Jeff, hello to you in Northview. Thanks for checking in. David, August is coming soon. The dewdrop parties will become more frequent over time. I like that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Candace, hello to you. Carla, thank you for the thanks. And Martin, hello to you. All right, there's our sleeping forecast. Cloudy. I'm sorry, but I am messing up everything. It's going to be clear tonight, but it will be warm and humid and not a few overnight showers. I am out to lunch. All right, look at these dew points. Notice where we have the red, of course, that's where typically we're finding that 70 plus. You can see that patch of upper 60s in Holland and GR, but look at Sturgis. Look at Three Rivers and Coldwater. Ugh, it is really muggy there with those dew points in the middle and even upper 70s. Here's the good news. Here's the good story. The misery index is not going to be as miserable by Thursday. In fact, we won't even be able to call it miserable by Thursday, but tomorrow and Tuesday, yeah, it's up there. Wednesday, still going to be muggy, but we're going to be going in the right direction. And David, that dew point drop party will certainly be happening by Thursday because that's when our dew points are going to be diving and it will be feeling much more comfortable. Loretta from Hastings, thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. Caleb, hello to you in Battle Creek, BC in the house. Oh, yeah, maybe so. Maybe we just have to pay for it, right? Tony, hello to you in Paw Paw. Linda, I am doing well. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. I am very thankful. Temperatures right now, I don't know, we might have to check in with that Allegan thermometer there and see if that needs to be calibrated because it is an outlier. Everybody's in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s. So that one in Allegan there is just sort of standing out like a sore thumb. But here's the takeaway. It's still quite warm, but as I showed you those dew points a little bit earlier, it's really very sticky. Yeah, the Allegan thermometer is whacked right now. So you can still see where we have some really warm feels like temperatures due to that high humidity that we talk in dew point around here, those dew points that are in the 70s for sure. Cheryl, hello to you. John, thank you so much. I am feeling well. Thank you so much. Bobby, hello to you. Thanks for being here. All right, on Live Doppler Radar, it's quiet right now. I've got a couple of pop-ups just off to the south. You can see that just in the southwest of South Bend. But as we look at the neighborhood camera, got a couple of those stray showers sort of roaming around northern Indiana there. So for our Hoosier friends, I don't think we're going to see many of those, if any of those, make their way across the border into southern Michigan. But I will say, if you're along US 12 or south, close to the line there with Indiana, then, just keep an eye. There might be a shower. Nothing severe for sure. And really, the neighborhood as a whole is pretty quiet. However, you can see what's going on in Minnesota. Look how those thunderstorms are just exploding there as they're moving into the Twin Cities right now. Again, that's not a threat for us, but something to just sort of note for the folks over there. A bit of a rough ride over there right now with those big thunderstorms that are coming in. Let's see. Peggy, I want some ice cream. Oh, man. Doesn't that sound good, right? Tomorrow and Tuesday, and really Wednesday, even though our temperature Wednesday is going to be coming down, it's going to be getting cooler. We'll have more clouds and maybe some showers, but it's still going to be humid on Wednesday. To me, the real difference is going to be coming Wednesday night. And by Thursday morning, when you step outside, mark it down. Thursday morning, when you step outside, I guarantee you the first thing you're going to say or think is, oh, yeah, this is more like it. This is a comfortable Michigan summer, not that uncomfortable Florida stuff that we have going on. David, that's a good question. I'll have to look into that. How many until the last 9 p.m. sunset? They usually happen, I believe, in about the first week to 10 days in August. So I think we're about to run out of those as the days are definitely getting shorter. And, another thing to look at, too, with that sun that we were watching setting on the horizon in South Haven over the Big Lake, is that now it's starting to move down our screen, right? What's today's date? Today is the 25th. Is that right? 27th. 3 weeks ago, that the sun, certainly 4 weeks ago when we were close to the solstice there at the end of June, the sun as it set was so far north in the sky that it was almost off of the screen there, right? Now it's starting to move back, okay? And by the time we get to it's probably going to be sometime in October or early November. I don't know exactly when it is. It'll actually then go off the screen on the left side as it continues to move down the horizon there. Benton Harbor, Jerry, for tonight, you're looking good. It's just going to be humid out there. Going to be humid. And I'll have to look at that, David. That might be a good weather trivia question. Might be a good weather trivia question for my buddies Andy and Jessica on Monday. So thanks, David. I'll look into that. Maritza, hello to you. Is this heat going away soon? Yes, it is, but maybe not soon enough for some folks, okay? Maybe not soon enough because it's not tomorrow. It's not Tuesday. And the heat and humidity will relax a little bit on Wednesday. But as I said earlier, it's really going to be Thursday when you feel the difference. Evelyn, thank you so much. I appreciate that very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Betty, hello to you in Banfield, checking in. From Banfield, appreciate it very much. A lunar eclipse on the 28th. I'll have to look into that, Jeanette. I'll have to look into that. It's going to be humid, Jesse. Not necessarily hot on Wednesday, but it will be a little bit on the sticky side. Audrey's in a very hot Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us there. And I will say, you know what they say, and it's true. When you're on the other side of the Rockies, you're in a very different weather regime, climate regime. Okay, so it isn't the heat. For us, it's the humidity. There, it is the heat. It's not the humidity because it's not very humid. But boy, it can be hot as blazes out there. So thanks for checking in all the way from Vegas, Audrey. Be careful. Don't make the news out there, right? Linda, black cherry ice cream. I'm a little bit jealous there. You guys are making me hungry there. Shannon Joe, hello to you. Thanks for checking in. Always good to see you. Courtney, hello to you. And Marshall. Kelly is completely sick of summer. You know, I posted that on my Facebook page, Twitter, whatever it's called, X. And, you know, about, I think we got some more converts into the Church of Fall Weather today. And we're going to get more converts tomorrow. Like Kelly says, I'm completely sick of summer. Not everybody is there, by the way, just yet. Little is Tammy Sue. Thank you very much for being here. From Tammy White in Three Rivers. I appreciate that. It is so humid, so everywhere. Carol, never moving to Florida. You know, because think about that. We're talking about, can you believe it? How much longer is it going to go on? In Florida, it's just another day. It's like, how long is it going to be this humid? It's like, well, every day that ends in day, at least through the month of September and early October for the folks there. David, at least we get breaks in the humidity. Exactly. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. Mike, thanks so much. I appreciate that. And Ken, good to see you as well. We see the neighborhood cam, not a lot going on, so let's move on to our forecast then. For tonight, clear sky. It's going to be warm and muggy at 71. You know, typically I just do the 7-day, but I am a mess from the camera not being right to I don't have my background to I didn't have, I'm just a mess. Well, I'll try to improve by the time we get to ARC, West Michigan at 10 o'clock in 40 minutes. Tomorrow, that heat index will be near 100. I will say this, another map I forgot to throw in there. Don't forget, we have a heat advisory for tomorrow. Now, that's for our border counties. That's Berry and Cass, St. Joe, Branch, and Hillsdale. Okay, border counties with Indiana and Hillsdale even scooches over into Ohio just a little bit. All right. The heat index is for there because, and it extends into Indiana. And I will say that I think there's a better chance tomorrow for northern Indiana to see that heat index near 100. May not make it into Michigan. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. And you know, the National Weather Service in Grand Rapids may decide to issue a heat advisory, even let's say maybe for the I-94 county south. But right now, the latest guidance from the National Weather Service out of Grand Rapids is that the thinking is that we're not going to get to that 100-degree threshold. The heat advisory, the threshold is feels like temperature heat advisory of 100 to 105. And if they don't feel confident that we're going to get to 100, then that advisory will not be issued. The folks in northern Indiana, which does have jurisdiction not only of northern Indiana, northern Ohio, northwest Ohio, but also those counties that I mentioned right along the Michigan-Indiana line that we have in our viewing area, the thinking there is that there's a better chance of hitting 100 with that heat index. So we're going to be near it tomorrow with lots of sunshine. Here's the 7-day. Can't wait. 3 more weeks and family is going to the UP. Oh, Jerry, that'll be great. That'll be great. Bus stop weather good tomorrow. Timmy, BC in the house. Joni, hello to you. Glad when the heat breaks. And there it is on the 7-day, right on cue. Thursday. I'm telling you, Thursday morning when you step outside, that's when it's going to be nice. And hey, look at this. Saturday morning, 51. What? There likely there will be some low-lying areas, some outlying rural zones on Saturday morning that actually wake up in the upper 40s. So Mother Nature says, you want cool air? I'll give you cool air. So we are going to get into a very different weather pattern that is we're going to be in transition on Wednesday. See, Tuesday, still hot and humid. Wednesday, transition day. Thursday, we're going to be there. Oh my gosh, Ashley got so sick yesterday, had to leave work early. Whoa. Thank you so much, Shen's Joe. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me a pass on being a mess. I am. I don't know what happened. I thought I was all good to go. And then I sat down here and I was having a hard time setting this camera up. As you can see, I don't have my green screen background up, but whatever. We can still do this. Actually, we'll start cooling off in Muskegon. There you see it right there. Yeah, tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm so sorry. You're out there, right, with all those Michigan adventurers, I guess you would say, right? Drink water. And remember this, everybody. When we say hydrate, or when your doctor says hydrate, you need to start doing that before, even the night before. So for you, Ashley, if you're working tomorrow, you already know this. I'm not telling you something you don't know. But for folks maybe who don't think about it, that doesn't mean take a bottle with you and start drinking when you're outside. Proper hydration begins early, just like the sunscreen. Don't wait till you go outside to put it on. Put it on 15 to 30 minutes before you go outside. So Jeanette, Branch County 4-H starts next Saturday, August 2nd. All right. Looks like it's going to be perfect. I mean, this is perfect. Fair weather there, Jeanette. Awesome. Yeah, I know, David. Would that be funny or maybe not funny that we're going to have to go to the furnace Saturday morning, right? Friday night, Saturday morning, and maybe again Saturday night and Sunday morning. Marlene, it is going to feel so good. So good. Sharon, hello to you in Lansing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's very high praise, and I appreciate it with all my heart. So you see what we got going on with our two-part 7-day forecast, right? Monday, Tuesday, hot as blazes and humid. Heat index tomorrow, probably more like about 95 to 98, but we could pop a 100. And again, Michigan and Indiana border counties, heat advisory for tomorrow. Tuesday, a little bit more iffy because there could be a pop-up shower thunderstorm in the afternoon. A few more of those on Wednesday. That's our transition day. It's still going to be sticky. Understand this. It's still going to be muggy on Wednesday. It just won't be as hot. Sort of like what we had on Saturday. And then, boom, Thursday, transition made. And then we're set for that pleasant weather that's going to last into Sunday. And you're like, well, what about past Sunday? Can we get it past Sunday? Well, let's look at our medium range. We're going to go out a little bit further there with our model. You know what we say, though? Consistency over time equals confidence. I will say this. We have seen this for the last couple of days, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, at least through the 8th, right? At least through the 8th, which is a week from next Friday, it's going to be comfy. So we've got a good 12 days, if not 2 weeks, I think. Once we hit that nice weather there, it's going to stick around for at least, I'd say, probably 9 or 10 or 11 days. But we got to keep looking at our model forecast here on that. Ashley, oh yeah, it's 50th surprise birthday party. That's awesome. Yeah, the weather's going to be great, right? On the 2nd, what are we looking at? What day is that? That's Saturday. Yeah, perfect. Tip jar overflow. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to tell people you got to keep tipping. Got to keep putting money in the tip jar, or else I'll flip it back to the heat. If only I had that kind of power, right? All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. On a bit of a different day, right? This is Will's house. I'm sitting in Will's house right now. But, of course, Will was on for Colin this morning. That's why I'm in for Will tonight. And, by the way, Will, speaking of, nice transition, will be here tomorrow morning. Jeff is off. So Will be here tomorrow morning with live updates from 4:30 to 9 o'clock. He's got you again at noon, and then I'll pick you back up at 5:30, and 6. And then we'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Tyra, thank you. Hope you have a good night as well. Don't forget, I'll be live at 10 on ARC, West Michigan. 34 minutes. Have to squint, see that clock down at the bottom of the screen. 34 minutes from now, and live on the mothership. Clock just changed. So an hour and 33 minutes, I'll be live on the Mothership News Channel 3. That's at 11 o'clock. The golfers got done on time on CBS earlier on CBS Sports, and so that means that we're going to be going on time at 11 o'clock tonight on the mothership. So hope to see you there. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, on Twitter, X, Threads, and YouTube at Weatherman Keith. All right, got a special treat, by the way. That's what I'm working on tonight. Special treat coming up for my Where Are They Now piece series that we have on our 75th birthday celebration. That'll be coming up on Wednesday. I won't totally give it away, but I'll just say that it's somebody who spent a little bit of time at News Channel 3 and now is one of the top reporters for the CBS Evening News. I'll just leave it at that. You'll have to watch on Wednesday morning, and then I'll have it at Wednesday at 5:30 in the evening. Shar, thank you so much. Ready for a cool down coming up. And thanks, Lori. And thanks for the plug for the weather app as well. Just got to have 3 more days. That's right, with that humidity, actually. The heat and humidity are really going to team up on you tomorrow and Tuesday. Wednesday won't be as hot, but still awfully sticky. So keep that hydration going. Shannon, thank you so much. Got some good rain, but enjoy your night. Thank you so much, Shannon. I appreciate that. And Trisha, good night to you too from Holland. I appreciate that very much. Oh yeah, I saw that. I was watching that for that 3M Classic there in the Twin Cities there, and I know they had to hurry up because of those storms that I showed you there, right? That were firing up right now near Minneapolis. All right, David, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the tournament there. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. Let's get some good rest. Let's hit it hard on Monday, and I'll see you. If I'm not on the tube tonight, I'll see you tomorrow night on News Channel 3. Have a great night. Get some good sleep, and I'll talk to you again on Monday.